Emre Can has agreed a 4-year contract with Juventus, according to Di Marzio. The Germany international is expected to leave Liverpool during the transfer window, with Juventus the most likely destination, and has now moved closer to sealing a summer switch. Can will now complete a medical with the Serie A champions before being unveiled as a Juventus player. Chelsea to approach Zidane. Chelsea are ready to speak to Zinedine Zidane to see if he has an interest in taking over at Stamford Bridge, The Sun reports. The French icon called time on his tenure at Real Madrid on Thursday, shocking the football world after having won a third consecutive Champions League title just 5 days earlier. Should Zidane decide that he wants a break from management, however, the report claims that the Blues could make a move for Laurent Blanc instead. West Ham hold Pastore talks. West Ham are holding talks with Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Javier Pastore, according to Sky Sports. The Argentina international missed out on the World Cup this summer, having fallen down the pecking order at Parc des Princes. He is now looking to leave the French capital, with the Ligue 1 winners holding out for around €20 million, £17.5 million per $23.3 million. Behavior costs Sarri Chelsea job. Chelsea have opted against appointing Maurizio Sarri as their new manager due to his past behavior, according to Sky Sports. The former Napoli manager had been earmarked as the Blues' primary target to replace Antonio Conte at Stamford Bridge. But a series of misdemeanors, including allegedly using homophobic remarks to describe Roberto Mancini, has led to Chelsea looking elsewhere. Happy, Poch doesn't rule out Madrid move. Tottenham boss Mauricio Pochettino insists that he is still happy and excited by Spurs' project, but has not categorically ruled out a move to Real Madrid. Speaking at his book release, the Argentine said it would be disrespectful to ask Daniel Levy for a move to the Spanish capital, but did go on to say, "Whatever will be, will be." Read Pochettino's full comments here on Goal. Weah wants to stay at PSG. PSG youngster Timothy Weah wants to stay at the club and not go out on loan. The USA international insists he is learning a lot from playing with some of the world's top players, including Neymar, and that he thinks it's too early in his career to go out on loan. Check out the full story here on Goal. Tuchel. The young forward's name has been in the headlines of late, with Liverpool one of the most recent sides to be linked with an interest over the summer. And while the French starlet may indeed keep in touch with Mislintat and Tuchel, he has no intention of leaving Barca despite a difficult first season with the Camp Nou club. Arsenal want Tolisso. Arsenal are prepared to offer Bayern Munich £60 million, €68 million per $79 million for midfielder Corentin Tolisso, Calcio Insider claims. Unai Emery is eager to strengthen Arsenal's central spine and is said to see the Frenchman as an ideal addition as the Gunners look to return to the Champions League. Bayern, it is said, have no intention of parting with the France midfielder, whom they signed for a club record fee of €41.5 million in 2017. Mourinho wants Golovin at Man Utd. Jose Mourinho wants to sign Russia international Alexander Golovin in the summer window, according to The Sun. The Manchester United boss was spotted in the crowd as Austria played out a 1-0 draw over Russia, with it widely reported that the Portuguese was there to watch Marko Arnautovic. And while the report suggests Mourinho is indeed interested in the Austrian attacker, he was actually at the friendly to cast an eye over CSKA Moscow midfielder Golovin. Man Utd. To wrap up Fred signing. Manchester United are on the brink of signing Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk, The Sun claims. The Red Devils have long been credited with an interest in the Brazil midfielder and now look set to finalize the signing as early as next week, beating Manchester City to the 25-year-old signature. Madrid prepare irresistible offer for Pochettino. Real Madrid will spare no expense in their bid to lure Mauricio Pochettino away from Tottenham, according to The Independent. The Champions League winners were rocked on Thursday by news that Zinedine Zidane was stepping down from his job after less than 3 years, but attentions have already turned to Pochettino, despite the fact that the Argentine signed a new 5-year deal with Spurs just a week ago. Chelsea lineup: Alisson is Courtois' replacement. Roma keeper Alisson is Chelsea's top target this summer should Thibaut Courtois leave the club, claims the Daily Mail. Courtois is keen to move back to Madrid, which would mean a move to Real after the World Cup, and the Brazilian is coveted by those in charge at Stamford Bridge, who would have to pay up to £60 million €68 million per $80 million to land the star. Madrid ready to offer Bale new contract. Real Madrid are preparing to offer unsettled star Gareth Bale a new contract to keep him in the Spanish capital, reports the Daily Mail. With Manchester United interested in the Wales star, the Blancos are preparing to meet with Bale's representatives over the next 2 weeks. Bale put interested teams on notice after last weekend's Champions League final, saying he needed to play more than he had been in Madrid. Chelsea offered Higuain and Morata swap. Juventus have offered Gonzalo Higuain as part of a deal to land Chelsea striker Alvaro Morata, reports the Evening Standard. The Serie A champions have been linked with Morata, who starred for the club during a loan spell from 2014 to 2016. In order to sweeten the deal for the Blues, Juve are prepared to send the 30-year-old Argentine to Stamford Bridge. Juventus look to swoop for Pellegrini. Juventus have scheduled a meeting with Lorenzo Pellegrini's agent in an attempt to sign the Roma star, reports Calciomercato. Goal understands that Arsenal also hope to land the 21-year-old midfielder, who was a key member of the Champions League semi-finalists, but Juve have been working are also targeting Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp as their new manager, according to The Sun. With the shock departure of Zinedine Zidane, the 3-time Champions League winners are scrambling to find his replacement ahead of the 2018-19 season, and the report states the Liverpool boss has emerged as the Blancos' leading candidate. Carvalho, 26, was a key part of the Portugal team that won Euro 2016, while he has also shined with Sporting, and having seen a move to West Ham collapse last summer, the midfielder may be destined for the Premier League in 2018. Blanc now favourite for Chelsea job. Former France and Paris Saint-Germain boss Laurent Blanc is now in pole position to succeed Antonio Conte as Chelsea manager, claims The Sun. With Conte expected to leave his post, the Italian's compatriot Maurizio Sarri had been tipped to replace him after walking away from Napoli, but Sarri's checkered past has apparently cooled interest on the Blues' part, leaving Blanc as the favourite to take over at Stamford Bridge. Man United move for £50 million Alderweireld. Manchester United are prepared to spend £50 million €57 million per $66 million on Tottenham defender Toby Alderweireld, according to The Sun. Alderweireld has stalled on signing a new deal with Spurs, moving him closer to the exit with United boss Jose Mourinho a confirmed admirer. Icardi wants to stay. Zanetti enter Vice President Javier Zanetti insists striker Mauro Icardi wants to remain with the Serie A club. Transfer rumors have been swirling around Inter's captain, who has been linked with the likes of Juventus, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Bayern Munich and Manchester United. But Zanetti believes that Inter's qualification for the Champions League and Icardi's love of the club will keep him at San Siro. Read the full story on Goal right here. West Ham want Felipe Anderson. Lazio star Felipe Anderson has emerged as a transfer target for West Ham, reports Sky Sports. The Brazil international comes highly rated and is seen as a strong purchase for the Hammers, who suffered through a disappointing Premier League campaign in 2017-18. Godin. Having lost Leonardo Bonucci to Milan in 2017, Juve are also preparing for Mehdi Benatia's departure after the World Cup, and while Godin is the Serie A giant's prime target, 18-year-old De Ligt is another option should Juve decide to go for youth over experience. Vidal. With Niko Kovac stepping into the hot seat at the Allianz Arena, a clear out of the squad is expected, and top amongst the candidates to leave are Vidal, whose contract is up next year, and Thiago, who is reportedly unsettled at the club.